Hello, everyone. Is everything working? I think everything is working. Welcome to your Disaster Pals episode 3. I'm your Dungeon Master, Maz. My pronouns are they, them. And I'm here to take all of your favourite disaster friends on a little trip around the plains. But not all tieflings are created the same. Sorry, my thing is flipped because it's Discord. I'm holding this up because tieflings, there are some new subraces in Mordenkainen's Tome of Foes. And just as a reminder, we are giving this copy away at the end of the series. I'm going to get everyone to sign it. Most of us are going to be at PAX West, so we're all going to sign it. And then we're going to give it away, and someone's going to win that special edition copy, which is very, very nice. So let's go round and see who is playing what and what their ancestry is. We will start with Shauna. Hi!
Hi, I'm Shauna, pronouns she, her, and I'm playing Levity, a Glacia monk, tiefling of Drunken Master.
Hadil, my friend and yours.
Yes, it's me, your pal, Hadil. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Miga, a rogue, who is a child who's been given alcohol. Somebody please call the police. Save her.
Holly.
I'm sorry I was muted because my birds were tooting. Hello. Everyone, I'm Holly, Commander Holly on the internet. I play Dirge, who is a bard, College of Whispers, and she is the descendant of Fierna, but she doesn't really care or know that. That's just for stats. And yeah, so that's it. Hooray.
Hooray, TK. Just when you're drinking. Sorry.
I knew it too. I knew the moment I was bringing that up too. I knew it. I'm so mad. So mad. Okay, I'm TK, they, them, and I am playing Gil, the paladin of question mark. And he is a Zariel tiefling.
And Chloe.
Hi, I'm Chloe, pronouns she, her. I'm playing Lyra, a paladin with some questionable things going on in her life right now. And she's Oath of the Ancients paladin.
And last but not least, Kayla.
You skipped Lisa.
Oh, I didn't. Did I?
Alright, bye guys. guess I'm not in this one.
I'm just messing. We love you, Lisa. Go on, Lisa.
Yes.
Lisa.
Oh, okay.
This is the game where the people do like you, even if we pretend not to.
Oh, okay. My name is Lisa Chen, and I am playing Mercy, the shadow sorceress from Ravenloft. She was raised by humans, so she doesn't know her ancestry. And I guess last episode, something to do with the future not being the future anymore, has to do with me. So that's great. Everything's fine.
Great and good.
That feels bad, man.
Kayla.
Yes, I'm Kayla, and I play Pentar, Zugmoy ancestry, Circle of Spores druid. Likes spitting on things and not enjoying where she is a lot of the times. My pronouns are she, her.
Okay, I'm hearing that apparently Chloe's, you're a bit quiet again this week, and maybe you as well, little Shauna. I can't do individual levels, so...
I'm gonna bring my microphone as close as I can.
just be like this, right on it.
Just get right up in there.
Yeah, the same. Same as that.
Should we get started? Because I am just messing around tonight, and I'm not on the ball at all. So, the multiverse is an infinite place. There's all manner of planes and demi-planes in the cosmology known as the Great Wheel. Our tale is woven in the outer planes, a circle of 16 named planes which arc around a central hub known as the Outlands. Today, we are not going back to Sigil. We're beginning the journey in Mount Celestia. The plane of Mount Celestia is the epitome of justice, law, and goodness. Clueless primes call it the Seven Heavens, but any planer knows that's not necessarily the case. The plane itself consists of a singular mountain which rises up out of an endless ocean, and it goes through 6 distinct layers as it rises, and it's topped by a 7th layer, Cronius, the illuminated heaven. Various gods, or planers call them powers, live here, such as Tyr and Bahamut, you might recognise from the Forgotten Realms. So everyone, you've been stranded in the Outer Planes for a few days now after your little trip to Arcadia. And without knowing which portal key is going to send you back, or even where a portal is, you've ended up following the track the Modrons have carved through the landscape. You currently find yourself walking along a beach. It's a warm, pleasant summer's night, and you can hear waves gently lapping at the sandy shore. And there's a soft breeze blowing across your faces, with the scent of the salty ocean mixing with delicate exotic flowers. What's everyone up
Mercy
to?
is sitting there organizing sand grains by color. That's all I'm doing.
Pentar is commenting on how it smells gross. She doesn't like it.
Lyra's gonna be twiddling a flower in her hand, and then she's gonna walk up to Pentar and be like, "But they're so pretty," and she'll put it around like one of her horns.
Oh, she gives you just like the just nastiest look, but doesn't remove it.
I'm sure Dirge is just looking for like dead fish and stuff.
Unfortunately, there aren't any here.
Well, she's still looking.
Let her have that dream. Miga is going to play in the sand, make some sandcastles, because this place reminds her of home.
Aww. S34N is with you, and he's just like drawing wavy lines in the sand with his fork.
With his fork, yes. Yes.
So, like, you make a little sandcastle, and he just does little wavy line around it, like the moat.
It's too good. Too pure.
He's gonna
My
die.
house is gonna get ruined. It's the beach episode.
Yeah, we just spend the episode here, right?
Yeah, having a good time.
Are Gil and Levity doing something?
Levity's just enjoying the beach, kind of spinning around, dance, because there is no sun in Sigil, and this is the first time she's probably seen proper sun in probably weeks.
Ah, well, what's interesting about this area is there was a point where you had that same feeling like you were going through a portal, and since you had that feeling, it's been night the whole time.
Oh no.
This area is just permanent night, but it's a pleasant night. It's a summer's night.
Cool breeze.
Birds apparently tooting.
Mercy's sitting next to Levity as she's sorting sand grains in the dark. And she's just complaining to Levity and seeming more and more unhinged that we're never going to get home and we're lost and it's just like being in the mist. And there's all these creatures and they're making a mess as they march through everything. I'm shaking as I'm like putting the sand grains in different piles.
It's okay. The sand grains are where they're supposed to be, and I trust in Lyra and her god's vision that we'll be safe.
I need a swig. And she holds her hand out to Levity, just holding it there, waiting.
Yep. Yes, I'll give you my flask, the entirety of my flask. It's like, I'll just cheer you up.
Is this the magical, like, unending flask?
No, it's the
Okay.
magical flask.
No.
All right. Well,
I just hand it to you.
I just tilt it back, and Mercy just like chugs the whole thing.
Oh, smiles. Like, oh. I'm happy now.
Gil, what are you doing?
Gil had been following Levity for a little while, trying to get her to immortalize their journey through this beautiful land in sonnet so that he can send it home to his family so they know that he's a real adventurer going on real adventures. He's lost track of her. He's lost. He's like wandering around in the sand, even though the party is probably like 50 feet away from him. He's just kind of like looking at everything, thinking about how beautiful everything is, wondering if he can take like is this a shell? Can I take this home? He's a tourist. He's being real clueless, just hanging out in the sand.
Okay, so you're all doing this as all this is happening. Suddenly a glowing ball of light appears. And Dirge, you recognise this because you've heard stories of the lantern Archons, who are the petitioners of Mount Celestia.
Oh, great.
So its bell-like voice chimes in your minds, and it says, "I'm so sorry to bother you. You look lost. Can I help?"
I am gonna. Is it talking to me or everyone?
The group as a whole.
Okay, good. Because I'm gonna ignore it and be like, I don't want to deal with this. He's a petitioner. I'm just walking away. Is there any dead fish?
There are no dead fish still.
Oh.
This is not the plane of dead fish. We can send you there another time. I'll find you a portal key.
I'll start drawing one in the sand. Just a little fish skeleton.
S34N comes up and starts adding extra bones to it with his little fork.
Whatever. Sure. I just wave at the group and I'm like, deal with that. I don't want to deal with it.
Well, Pentar, much like with the talking book, rears back and hits it really hard with her staff.
The Archon.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
like, I don't know what this is.
It sort of bobs out of the way as you swing for it.
Oh.
I'll rush forward and just kind of like gently push Pentar aside and like, no, not this one. We're lost. Can you get us home? And I'm like standing right in front of it.
Yes, please follow me. We have a request.
What sort of request?
Please, we need some help. If you can help us, we can send you home.
Okay. Well, this isn't weird at all. I'll start gathering all of the hags and say, these little guys think that they can get us home, but we just need to do something, so we should just do something and get home. Where's Gil? I don't see Gil here.
Gil's over there. He's having a good time. He hasn't wandered off yet. I'll keep an eye on him.
Gil has 100% wandered off.
So the
okay.
Sorry, go on.
No, I was just gonna, I don't know, like thaumaturgy or something. Be like, Gil, back over here. We found a way home.
Yeah, I mean, he'll probably hear you and like wander back, and like he is over exaggerating how long he was lost. So his tunic is off and like tied around his head like a turban, like a tourist in the desert. He's just like. He looks like he's grown like more beard. It's absurd. It's ridiculous.
Lyra walks up to him and kind of adjusts like his like pauldrons and things and just be like, "What? You were not gone for that long. How?" And she'll like just straighten him up and like,
it was ages. Does anyone have any crystal water?
And she'll pull out like a water flask, an extra one that she has in her satchel, and she'll just hand it to him, roll her eyes, and walk off.
Oh yeah, when he takes that, he like pours it into his mouth and like swishes it between his teeth and like spits it out, and then keeps doing that until his teeth feel clean, so it's empty by the time he gives it back.
She'll take it and just be like, "Thanks," and puts it back. just
next to the granola bars.
Yep, next to the granola bars and the bags of whatever she has in there.
Yeah, he's back now. Full beard.
What year is it?
So you gather together, and this little bobbing light leads you around a path, and it brings you up to a shining terrace of silver overlooking the sea. And you're standing in the middle of a balcony that juts from an arch which rises from the hills around you, and the arch is made of white marble and silver, and it's glinting in the moonlight. The moon is rising and it's catching the tips of all the waves with little sort of picking them out in silver, and it's quite beautiful. And on this balcony is a sword Archon who turns and greets you, and she has silvery hair which is glowing in the moonlight, a white robe, and she's got slightly winged arms, and she looks very sort of like serene and calm, and she bows low and she says, "I am Elziel, Sword Archon of the Silver Rank. In the name of the Archons, I welcome you and request that you hear my troubles. And if you are honourable creatures, you will aid us. And if you are not, I can offer a payment."
So wait, are we bad people if we want money?
Yeah, that was kind of a little backhanded there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't need material gain, but, you know, I just...
Yeah, Gil's doing the math in his head like, but I do want money. But I'm not a bad person, but I do want money. It's like
all the math equations.
Math lady.
You said that you could get us home?
We can, but we require some aid. She turns to you, Mercy, and she says, as you may know, the Modrons have left Mechanis early on their march. This can only be due to some spark of chaos within them, and as such, we have been told not to interact with them, for fear their chaos will infect us too. After all, if chaos can come to the most organised and logical of creatures, the Modrons, how can we resist? But yet, we see this march is headed for a town nearby, Hart's Faith, and we know from the past experiences that they will simply march through and wreak devastation. Please, I will send you to Hart's Faith. Can you help them?
Oh my gosh, if people live there, we should stop their home from being trampled. And stop them from being trampled.
So you want us to reroute the Modron march?
Do what you can. Go to the town. Do what you can. And then you will have the favour of the Archons.
What if we just, I don't know, like set it on fire?
Yeah.
Her face just slightly looks horrified.
Maybe not. I don't know.
She just...
Pentar, you agree with me. We'll go think about it over here.
Yeah.
That
We
can
could
be
offer, we
Plan
could offer
Z.
to properly deal with the bodies afterwards too. Like I'm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Gil will approach her and be like, we would love to help. We would love to assist these people in actually, in a true act of heroism. All that I would require personally is a letter of recommendation from your superiors for the Knights Conclave.
Absolutely. We
Fantastic.
are a powerful ally.
Could you just sign this piece of paper right here, just so I know that you'll definitely fill in the rest when we get back?
She sort of looks at it and looks very puzzled that you are asking such a request at this time. And she says, you must hurry, the Modrons. And she looks down, and if you look down across the valley, you can see the march heading towards this town in the valley. She says, there is no time for this. Afterwards? Perhaps, yes.
Okay, when we definitely see you afterwards.
Yes.
Well, that sounds great. Let's go be heroes. He 100% believes her. He's like, okay.
Smiles and nods.
Levity just looks nervous, and she kind of looks at what she's wearing, and she looks at the Archon and just says, I mean, we don't look like... We're not warriors. We have children. Have you tried to reroute them yourselves at all?
As I said, we cannot interact with them for fear their chaos will drive us chaotic. We must uphold the law.
Which means that town is destroyed if we don't do something. Alright.
Innocent people. Yeah, we should probably do something. Lyra will kind of look nervous as well, just based on like currently what is going on, or in her mind. But she'll be like, we have to protect them. We have to save them.
Do we have an estimate, like, just looking down of, like, maybe how many Modrons are about to march through that town? Just, like,
Almost
thousands?
the whole march is still there.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's cool. That seems...
If you remember, it took almost a whole day for the march to exit Mechanis.
Okay.
How far time-wise do they look like from Hart's Faith?
You've probably got maybe an hour at best. The Archon says, I can transport you to the town if you wish.
Yes.
So if everyone is agreed, the Archon will sort of make a gesture, and you feel a sort of strange wave of energy rush over you, and the teleportation magic takes effect, and you are placed at the northern end, just outside the gates of the town. So you can now get your handouts out.
Alright.
Because I gave you
Yay.
all a little map. Yay!
Yay. Oh, there it is. Oh, cool.
So you are at the gates, and there are sort of humans at the walls, and they're all looking quite sort of nervous. And one of them calls down, and he's like, "Who's there?"
I'm gonna start playing a song with my bones,
Okay.
just to like ease and just be like just a traveling group of clearly do-gooders.
Can Miga take out her tambourine that somebody foolishly gave her and start playing along and just go, it's just Miga, over and over again?
Yes, can you?
Lyra smiles and claps along with everything. She's just like.
Yeah, I'm just like these. I'm just look back at the group and I'm like these celestial cutters just love happy stuff like music and dancing and whatever. So I don't know, dance.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Levity will dance straight up to them and say, we're here to help you with your Modron problem. Here you're going to come in and march through the town. We're here to help if anything's possible.
One of the guards on the wall nods, and he says, "Well, the usual leader's out of town, but if you want to go talk to the acting mayor, he's down on the plaza. Just follow the road down right to the end and ask for Cauldron Born."
Yeah, Levity will just bow and say, oh, thank you. We'll talk to him right now. We'll head on our way. And I'll look at the rest. Should we go?
Toot toot! I'm singing a song.
Mercy's really confused about this impromptu band, and I'll just stand. I'll just stand next to Lyra, also clapping. I guess.
She smiles
groupie.
awkwardly and is like, "They're good, yep."
Yeah, Mercy just like is like side looking at Lyra, like, what's going on?
I'm clapping.
Levity just kind of looks at you and just kind of like has a gritted smile and just says, she'll get better over time. Hopefully.
Great.
So yeah, they've indicated that if you look on the map that we have, at the south end of town, just by the harbour, is where the plaza is. The wide avenue, the Ascension, widens out at this point. And as you make your way down there, you see a great temple, which is just on the eastern side of the plaza, rising above the rest of the buildings. And there's a high tide just flowing out away, just the last sort of dregs of water are draining off the plaza. And merchants are hurrying and setting up tents on the wet cobbles. And on the steps of the temple, there is a golden Asimar just lounging and lazily looking over the scene.
Well, Pentar waves her staff in the air and she's like, wake up! And tries to, like, poke at him if he's close enough to poke.
He's awake and he's just like, what? And he gets up and he's like, he turns to you, Gil, and he says, you look like a gentleman of station. How can I help your group?
Gil loves it because he thinks the entire party has basically been like minstreling in his like entrance into the city. So he's like,
But it's
yes,
like
please.
it's like that bit in the Monty Python film with the brave Sir Robin.
Yes, it's exactly like that. He's like even kind of like strutting a little, like as he's walking. Like
Oh
he's
no. Brave
these
Robin
people,
ran
like-
away.
these people like outside their houses, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, this is Gil and his party. Yeah, that's fantastic." So yeah, he'll call up and he'll let him know. Yes, my good sir, we're here to save your town.
Save the town?
Yes, from certain destruction.
Mercy claps her way up to the front with Gil. And she's like, a little bit like, don't shock them, Gil. But I'll turn to the Asimar and say, we were told by the Archons that there is a very large group of these mechanical creatures called Modrons who are heading towards the town.
You
We're
will surely die.
Oh God, Gil! And I just kind of like slap him,
He
and
accepts it. He's like, "Oh,
it will be okay.
Mika's like, oh, fun.
We're gonna try to divert them in some way, but I'm not sure what's a station you have here with the town, but maybe we could evacuate people to a safe distance until we accomplish that."
As you finish saying this to him, a young lad runs up and he's just like, and he's like, "Oh my lord, a huge army of Modrons is coming. We've only got a few minutes before they're here." And the Asimar just says, "Okay," and he starts yelling at guards to start evacuating people. And he's like, "Right," and he looks at Gil and he says, "Let's go," and he starts marching up towards the gates.
Mercy just watches them go and is like, "Nice to meet you, I guess." As he just like walks past her.
I feel like
oh, sorry.
Dirge is still singing the song, but like changes the lyrics to, "Hey, if you don't leave, you're all gonna die. Why, if you want to leave, I mean, I'm fine with that. That's fine. We can stay, but if you don't want, you can die." It's just like getting bones together.
Miga's still also playing, and it's just yelling, "You're all gonna die! You're all gonna die!"
I just get a very cold stare from Lyra. She's like, her clapping is starting to slow down as she's realizing what the lyrics are. She's like, "Oh no, oh no," and she'll run up to Miga and just put a hand over her mouth.
Dirge, do you want to do a performance for me?
Yeah, of course, always. I'm always ready to perform, yo. That's a dirty 20.
Nice. One of
Los
the
Angeles
merchants.
celebrity Holly Conrad, always ready to perform.
always ready to be on the bed crying.
One of the merchants has
Same.
just like paused in setting up his stall to listen to you, and then he just sort of like drops the pole he's holding and comes up to you, and he's like, "How I want to die. I've had enough of this. You know, just setting my stall up and then having to take it in when the tide comes in, and then put it out again, and it's just such a drag. What do I need to do?"
They're just like thinking for a second, like, we have a mission here, but this guy's just willing to die, but we have a mission here and we need to get out of here, and she doesn't want to be in this like celestial place, so she's like, "All right, so here's the deal. You're gonna go around this town and tell everyone to leave and get away from the Modrons, and then once that happens, you can do whatever you want. You can just keep swimming in the river, or I don't know, just throw yourself in front of a demon. It doesn't make a difference to me. But for you to get home, you have to not die yet, but then you can die."
He's like, "Right, okay," and then he starts walking off to like start telling people.
George just like looks at like the party like, "I did a good thing today. Thanks, thanks, guys."
Miga shakes the tambourine so it like makes the jingly noise.
Oh no!
He's actually getting people out. He's actually helping evacuate the town.
I mean, yeah, but then he's gonna go kill himself.
So, Gil, you and this Asimar are up at the front gate. Is anyone else heading up there?
Yes,
Lovely.
I will rush after them.
That's
I'm just
good,
gonna
'cause
keep
the whole
singing.
time, Gil is like looking at the Asimar and like touching his face and be like, "Am I Am I will you look? Did you see what she...
Oh, because I slapped him.
Am I? He's like checking to see if his nose is bleeding. He's just like, what?
It's
Am
bright
I-
red. It's bright red, Gil. Right there. Right where she slapped you. I think she cursed you, Gil. I think she cursed you.
My face.
You're gonna have to wear a mask now, Gil.
He's like tearing up a little. Like you can see, like there's like a, and he like kind of strong man, like.
Here, I'll help you. And I'll
Strong man.
He just kind of like.
Here.
Thank you, Yates.
I'll I'll minor illusion a mask on him, just like this little.
Fantastic. He
Oh, man.
loves it. He doesn't know what it looks like, but he's like, Yates, you've always been so loyal.
She just
I
smiles
always
like,
liked you,
"Oh,
Beth.
You're gonna have to live like this for the rest of your life, Gil. I'm sorry, but you'll endure. I'm sure."
I know.
Mercy
Single
is
manly
there,
tear.
but she does not deny cursing him.
They're just like, you know, you don't have to live like this.
It'll never work.
Wink.
Miga sees the change in Gil's appearance and just goes up to him. When'd your face get all ugly?
And he's like this, like very exaggerated, like clutch of the pearls. Yates.
Lyra walks up to him and like props him up. And he's like, "It's okay, it's fine. You look good. It looks fine." And she'll pull out a handkerchief like from her bag and she'll like rub on the mask and be like, "It's okay, it's fine." And she's like, "See, you look
Thank
great.
you,
You look great."
Lyra. I always liked you best.
That means a lot. And she'll be like, "Now let's go. We have a village to save."
You're
And
right.
she'll,
Back to the rescue. Back to my destiny.
Didn't slap him that hard.
It's like a huge wide berth around, around Mercy. Like sees Mercy, just like and like cowers a little and like.
Yeah, you just see.
It's
you see-
very dramatic.
You just see Levity just kind of go like.
Oh, wink.
So while you're doing this charade, the Aasimar Cauldronborn has stepped up towards the gate, and the Modrons are just marching. There's just so many of them, and they're just so many wide, and they're pouring into the town, and the Aasimar is just trying to grab the attention of one of them as they just swarm around him like a river. And they're just sort of marching towards you. And then you see that he's got the attention of a Quinton, which is a very tall, humanoid-looking Modron, but it's got 4 arms and a tail and these wings, and it's got this weird big domed hat. And he's trying to argue with it, and this Modron is just not. He's just saying, illogical, stand aside, and nothing is sort of happening. And this Quinton then says, "You are halting our progress. Therefore, designate you obstacle. Step aside, or we will remove."
Lyra doesn't like this
Mm-mm.
at all. Mm-mm. She readies herself with her glaive and is just like, not happy about it.
And the Aasimar keeps sort of like yelling, and then the Modron just raises its arms and its tail up and lashes out, and it's gonna make 5 attacks. I should probably roll initiative actually.
Oh my.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Wait, no, we didn't want to attack it.
Yeah, no.
No,
There's
no.
like infinity Modrons behind it.
It's also sudden.
Can we just leave?
Yeah.
We'll
Bye!
find a way home.
Bye.
You can leave. Do whatever you want.
Can the
This
town
man's
leave?
on his own.
I'm like, just run away.
Yeah.
I mean, only so this Modron makes. Oh wow.
Oh.
God.
Oh no!
No!
No.
You crit him. Did you crit him?
No. 3 of these attacks hit. It seems to be quite a strong Modron, and it's gonna do. Oh my god, where are all my dice? 6d8.
Also, maybe we should hide Sean. We don't want them to think we stole a child.
I mean, he's probably fine.
And
I
I
wonder
need
how
to
Sean
add
is reacting.
9.
3 is.
He's sort of like
Oh.
standing behind Miga, and he seems to be quite entranced by all these figures like him marching around him. 9, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Very
38.
Ralph Wiggum voice. I'm in danger.
Yeah, if he's like just standing around there.
Oh wow. So with these 3 attacks, Cauldron Brawn falls
no.
unconscious.
Oh
no.
God!
And then the
Did you say
Quinton
3?
3 of the 5 hits and knock him out. And then the Quinton continues marching, and then you hear shouting from. I was not expecting to get knocked out straight away. You hear shouting from elsewhere in the town, and it's coming from the east and the west. And as you look round towards the south of the town, you see the Modrons at the first junction on the road are splitting into 3. One column is continuing straight down the main road, and then 2 more columns are going east and west into the town. But they are not following the roads directly. And so, yeah, you hear shouting coming from both the east and the west.
How successful was, like, the evacuation in general?
Yeah.
Like, were there people that were evacuated in time? Or?
There are some people that are getting out of the way. The Modrons aren't raising the whole town. As you watch them, they are forming, they're splitting into, so they split into 3 as they come in, and then again they split into 3. And like, S314 just holds up his little fork hand, and he's like, 3!
Cute. That makes
Yeah,
this all better.
Dirk sees that and is like, it's the rule of 3. That's what they're doing. Something's definitely messed up here. 3 is important.
Can
watching-
Miga ask?
That's why I have 3 bones.
Can Miga ask Sean what if he knows what's happening?
He sort of shakes his like little round head at you with his eye wide, and he's just like, marching!
He's right.
Miga, 2, I march!
No, that's for other people. That's not for you.
And he starts just like waving his little, like doing a little step, marching on the spot.
Oh, Miga does it too. As long as he's not going anywhere.
I look at Lyra and just say, "We can't fight all these. What do we do? Do we continue on with the evacuation? Like, we don't have much time."
Yeah, she's gonna kind of look, and she's gonna have her glaive in her hand. She's like, we have to save these people. We have to get them out of here. And she'll start kind of like going towards, if there are any like people around her, she'll like start to guide them away.
Okay.
from
So
people.
some guards run up. One's from the there's like one from the east, and 2 from the east and 1 from the west. I've got so many maps and things open here, it's crazy. And one's just like, the philosophers are trying to talk the Modrons into walking around the inn. They're trying to debate with them. And then another guard is like, the library, all the knowledge, it's gonna. And then the third one that's run up is like, the orphanage, we've got a shield up, but I don't know how long it's gonna hold.
Are you joking? The orphanage?
Like,
Are you serious? Do we have to really? Okay, well, guess we go save the orphanage.
And we
Who wants to
yeah.
come?
Lyra's already like
Yeah.
running in the direction of the orphanage. Like as soon as she heard children orphanage, she's gone. Like she's just in that direction.
Of course, there's an orphanage. You think there wouldn't be an orphanage in this celestial town? Please. Like complaining while walking.
Yeah, Levity and Lyra are probably just like booking it.
Mika and
orphans.
Sean are comically marching in the direction of the orphanage.
Gil follows and wonders like if they could drop Miga and Sean off when they're done. He doesn't say it. He knows better than to say it this time, especially because he's like still injured. But like in his heart, he's kind of like, probably be gone, or she noticed. We could leave.
Well,
She's not that fast.
Pentar's like kind of the whole time been kind of crouched down murmuring to herself, and I think Mercy's probably familiar with what's going on, but she's just kind of like whispering, arguing with herself and not really paying attention. So she has not noticed anyone has left.
Mercy will go over to Pentar and just kind of just grab you by the arm, I guess gently, and just start moving you along with everybody else.
Yeah, Pentar just starts murmuring about decay and no, everyone will die. It's fine, under her breath.
If you do that, just Dirge is just gonna be like, yes. Well, let's just talk about this together.
Yes.
Maybe we'll find a dead orphan.
Oh, yes. They would love that. The mushrooms, the fungus would love that.
Oh.
Yes.
So you get to the orphanage, and you see that there is a squad of Modrons. There are at least 20 monodrones, maybe 10 duodrones standing behind them, and then there's a few tridrones as well. And they're all battering on this magical shield that is shimmering, and you can see in places it's starting to thin. And as you look over at the orphanage, there are children just crawling out of the windows and climbing down drain work and trying to escape. And as like the Modrons continue to batter, the building is shaking itself as well. So, what would you like to do?
Hey kids, come outside or you're gonna die. I'm singing.
One of the children sort of like runs up to you, Miga, and she says, There's still more in there. Help us! Help us!"
Miga's is not around a lot of children anymore, but she used to be part of like the squad of Dickensian orphans, so she feels like a kinship immediately, and takes Sean into the orphanage to like try and help as many of her new friends as she can.
Okay. And when they see the little Modron with you, some of them scream and run away. Because they don't realise that he is your friend. And it's just chaos inside. There are children running around everywhere, banging on doors, trying to get out.
Oh no, they think you betrayed them.
And Miga because Sean is pretty little, because he was riding on her head before. So she holds him up and goes, No, this one, he's shaped like a friend.
Do persuasion.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Pull up my sheet.
My hands are all sweaty. I'm like, oh my god.
Okay, so I got 16 plus 3, so 19.
That's pretty good. Most of the children sort of like look around and they're just they start to sort of calm down as they see you're holding it up and it's not a threat. Why is there a gnat? Yeah, like it's the robot's not doing anything. He's just like wee, waving his arms and legs around as you hold him up. And he's sort of laughing and going, "It tickles. Don't hold that, it tickles."
Miga sets him down and is like, okay, my friend, we have to help all of our new friends. And like they start going and trying to open doors to help
Okay.
friends,
So you can
small
start.
friends out.
Yeah, you can start leading some children out. Anyone else?
Okay.
When Lyra sees
Yeah,
Miga
I'll be
trying to,
helping.
like,
Mhm.
oh, yeah, I'll help too. But
So-
when
Go on.
oh, sorry.
No, go on.
No, I don't know if my microphone is too quiet, so I'm like kind of like inching forward a little bit. But no, what Lyra's gonna do as soon as she sees Miga trying to like open up all the doors, can she cast thaumaturgy to open up?
Oh
all the
yeah,
windows and
absolutely.
doors?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So she's gonna like just instantly cast thaumaturgy, and do I have to? Do I have to roll for the? No, not for that.
No, thaumaturgy is just a thing. So yeah, the
Yeah.
windows and doors all fly open, and you're able to get more children to start running out that way.
Yeah. And she'll like kind of like assist everybody, be like, it's okay, everything's okay, and she'll like guide them towards a safe spot.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, there's still some children inside on upper floors, but the ground floor is clear. But the Modrons, the shield is now starting to disintegrate, and some of the Modrons are starting to march through. And as they march up to the building, it's sort of like shaking with the amount of like the resonance of all the feet coming up to it. You can hear screaming from the upper floors.
Okay.
Well, can Pentar wild shape into her giant centipede and climb up the side of it and into one of the upper windows?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what she does. And so this giant, nasty, fungus-covered centipede crawls through the window at the screaming children.
And the screaming gets louder.
Oh god.
Mika again is like, no, this is also shaped like a friend.
Oh god.
So
Yeah,
here.
if Dirge sees that, she'll just run in and try and get to where she is.
Yeah.
Where Pentar is like, oh no, my fungus friend.
Yeah, if there's like a door is there like a door that's shut that nobody can get upstairs? Because she could try to open it with her.
Holly,
Like
your
little
mandibles.
your video's frozen, Holly.
Oh no. I don't know why. I guess that's just how it is now.
I mean, it's a good angle, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'll mess with it. Just keep going.
Yeah, is there a door I can open so Dirge can get in with my centipede mouth?
Ugh.
I believe they're called mandibles, but
Yeah.
okay, I got
Sorry. If you want to be
Excuse me,
wrong,
there are
I guess.
mandibles.
With my mandibles.
Okay, it should be fixed now.
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get a couple of doors open, and then some kids start running down the stairs and dash past you, Miga, out of the exit. And you think you've got most of them out. Then maybe you can hear maybe 10 kids scattered around, still screaming.
As everyone is evacuating kids, Mercy is trying to buy them some time.
Okay.
And she runs out of the orphanage near where the Modrons are,
Mhm.
and she casts darkness
Ooh.
around them so that they can't see. Because I'm a shadow sorceress, I can see, so Mercy just walks into the darkness where they are. And I don't want to attack them, but I do kind of want to mess with them a little bit, like walk up to them and turn them around so they walk in other directions, or like trip them, that sort of thing.
Shove them over.
You realise that your can true sight see through that?
Oh, boo, maybe. I'm not sure. You can see if something's like
I think true sight
disguised.
can see.
Let me look at true sight.
I'm not sure where it is in the books.
Yeah, they can see through magical darkness.
Yeah, they sort of like turn and look at you as you're walking through this darkness.
And I walk up to one and I try to turn it around. 'Cause
And-
that's what I was gonna do.
It is going to do just push you aside. It's just going to shove you aside and carry on with what it's doing.
Oh no. Okay, well I'm just in some darkness with Modrons then.
Maz, are there any more kids in the top floor?
Probably a few more, like couple scattered around. You can hear some screaming still.
Okay, can Miga tie a rope out one of the top floor windows.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll do that and then like try and lead some of the kids out of the window.
Okay. I will say, do me, for your knot. The Xanathar's thing is a sleight of hand intelligence check to see how good the knot is.
Okay.
So
let's
it's
see.
your intelligence modifier, and sleight of hand if you have proficiency. Add your proficiency.
Okay, so intelligence. Whoops. And then sleight of hand.
Yeah, are you
Okay.
proficient in sleight of hand?
I am not.
Okay, so just straight intelligence then.
Oh. Okay. My girl, she's so dumb. That's not bad. I rolled a nat like a nat 20, but it's a 19 with the -1 intelligence.
It's a good knot. It holds fast as all the
It's a
children.
half hitch knot, just saying those are really good.
Oh, Yumika's a sailor anyway, isn't she? So
Yeah.
she knows her
Yeah.
knots. She knows what she's
She
doing.
knows her knots.
Mhm.
So yeah, you can the last of the children scramble down this rope and get out as the shield just shimmers and vanishes, and the Modrons just start marching through the building, and it starts to sort of like crumble and collapse. But you can
Are
still.
the kids in? Oh, sorry.
The
Are the kids
kids-
in any danger of getting trampled?
They're all to one side. The Modrons are sort of branching out and taking forks, and they're not trampling the whole town. There are sections that are untouched, so you can get people into those sections. But they're still screaming from other parts of the town. So there's to the northeast of you, you can hear some yelling. To the north of you, there's some yelling there, and over to the west.
No. We forgot about the library. And maybe I don't really care if the philosophers are harassing them. That's their own problem.
There was there an inn? One of those, an inn?
Yeah, an inn and a library.
Yeah. The
Mika's
inn.
very disinterested in the library because she can't read, so
I mean,
just saying.
the books aren't people, so Levity really
Yeah.
wants to go to the inn.
Okay, so the inn is on the west of town, and the library is probably the closest thing to you right now.
Could be people in the library.
It could be.
Mm,
This is true.
but there are probably more people in the inn.
Okay, yeah, I guess we'll rush over to the inn then, it seems like.
Okay. So you charge over, and you see this group of just this group of folks just heading into the tavern rather than trying to get out of the way. They're like, right, time to defend the town. But they're going into the inn.
Okay.
They don't look worried.
Okay.
Do we see? Is the inn where there were people negotiating with Modrons, or is that a different place? And I missed something?
That's where they are meant to be negotiating.
Okay, we don't see a group of Modrons huddled outside.
No, the Modrons are about to march on the inn. And these people are just going inside. And as the Modrons get close, one of these folks just steps forward and goes, "Obey the law! We have a treaty with you that you shall leave this structure alone." And the Modrons sort of stop. And the head Modron sort of goes, "Designation? Inconclusive. Unaware of treaty. Please provide evidence." And he says, "I've got it right here somewhere. Don't you break the law until I can prove it to you." And he starts rummaging around in his bag. And as he does, he gives you a sly wink.
Oh.
Mika attempts to wink back, but really she just blinks both her eyes.
Like one at a time, just like.
My niece does that, where she thinks she's sneaky. She'll be like, perfect.
Can
You
I
got
try
me.
and, can I try and assist him with the persuasion and be like, I've heard of this law. It's very important.
You may. The Modron, however, says evidence required.
Then I'm going to try and persuade him that he doesn't need any evidence.
Please roll.
I'm going to say, oh, there's no evidence needed. This was a non-evidence contract as per law 3.14159.
Please roll sounds like. Matt is like, please roll, and it's like a 45.
16.
The Modron sort of pauses for quite a while, and you can hear it clicking and some gears grinding. And he says, negatory, incorrect statement of directive. No such contract exists. The penalty for attempting to sow chaos through incorrect facts is death.
Oh no! Oh wait!
Oh, no.
Hooray!
Good for
No.
George.
Miga's
And-
very excited and just like starts like flinging her tambourine and goes, "The true death, the true death."
Someone
Happy
listens
for you,
to me.
George.
I look at Lyra. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
The Modron leader indicates, this Tridron indicates, and 4 Duodrones step forward and grab this man who has been trying to negotiate. They've got like one arm and one leg each.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I've seen enough historical films to know how to
Oh.
Can Gil also grab a leg?
Can
Just
you
be like, oh no, this is terrible.
can you remember your initiative rolls, or do you want to re-roll?
Yeah,
Because I
it was
didn't
five,
take
so-
them.
I don't remember, man. Hold on.
God,
That was
like-
so many rolls ago.
It was.
Oh boo.
Right.
Are their eyes gonna glow red if he gets close to them? That's the question.
Dirge,
Are they gonna assume?
what's your roll?
5.
5.
I rolled an 8.
Gil?
Also a 5.
Killing it today, y'all.
Yeah, levity.
7. Also
What?
killing it.
Oh god.
Lyra?
Killing it is not what we want.
I got a 17.
Mercy?
3.
Thanks for pulling through, Mom.
Thanks for playing,
Come on,
everyone.
Armino.
Penta?
12.
Okay.
Lyra's gonna put our initiative rolls on the fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Lyra, it's okay, so it's Lyra. Then it's the Duodrones. Then your good robot son will do something. Then the Monodrones. Then Penta. Miga. Levity. Dirge and Gil, who's got higher decks?
My dex
pretty
is +2.
I have a +2 dex, so
Oh.
like,
We're the same.
Which
come
who
on.
wants to go first?
D&D Beyond, you need to cut this.
I'll let
I am
Dirge
a
go
liar.
first.
+1.
I mean,
I'm
I
a
mean-
+1. I'm a
All
Oh,
right,
you're
Dirge
+1.
is
I'm
first.
Dirge. I'm sorry. I'll get That's fine. I am fine.
So, Lyra, you're up first. Yeah, Mercy, then the Tridrones go last.
So there's how many so 2 are holding him and trying to
4. So there is a Tridrone who is the one that was negotiating with this fellow. There are 4 Duodrones. Each one has a hold of a limb of this man. And then there's 10 more Monodrones around.
Okay.
There's a
Do
lot
I
going on.
Do I sense any evil from the guy that they're trying to grab and
You do
like,
not.
No?
No.
Okay, then I'm going to attack with my glaive,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to hit the one that's I guess whatever one is has the looser grip on him, to try to knock him back and let him go. If that is possible.
Yeah. Okay, make your attack.
Okay. That's a 9.
That's not going to hit.
Okay. So I imagine Lyra readying her blade, and you know how she kind of says, she tries to say a prayer. Normally she says, "Salune, guide my blade," but she kind of stops short, and she goes for the swipe and misses.
Ooh, Salune is not with you. The Duodrones are going to start to pull on the man. And he's going, ah! As this is sort of going on. And let's see what he gets. Oh, he rolled a nat 20. Nice. So they don't sort of manage to pull him apart this round. And your little robot son is just like, looks at you, Miga, and says, "Why angry?" And then points his little fork at all the Modrons.
Mika doesn't really know how to respond to that. She just kind of goes, I don't know. Why are they angry?
He does like a little weird shrug thing. And the Modrons are going to step up to everybody. And, oh my god, so many dice. Lyra. Monodrone is going to jab you with a little dagger.
Okay.
Because you tried to attack its friend.
Okay.
It does
Oh,
2
no.
damage.
Okay.
These guys are tough. And then another one is going to do another jab at you for 3 damage.
Agree.
One of them is going to go at Pentar and misses. One tries to stab Miga and misses. One that stabs Levity for 4 damage.
Ow. He's even fighting.
Oh dear. One is going to jab Dirge for 3 damage.
Ow.
Gil, what's that? No, that misses. And one of them crits you and does 6 with his little dagger. He gets it like right in your ankle. Mercy, one misses you, and then one what goes to stab Shawl and completely misses and stabs the Modron next to it.
Ah. Yes.
And it's like some springs fall out of it. And it's Pentar's turn.
All right. I'm still in giant centipede form, so I'd like to attack in that form. Yeah, with my mandibles, I would like to bite. So I'll just pick the closest one.
Yep.
Go for it. Oh, probably not. That was a 6 to hit. So.
No.
Did not get to do your crunch.
Yeah, I lunged to crunch and I failed.
You do not crunch.
None of the crunch.
No crunch.
No crunch for you.
I was just gonna say that.
If that's your turn, it's Miga.
Alright, let's see. I would like to do sneak attack.
Yep.
See,
Everyone's
let's-
kind of bundled together. You can do that. You got your robot
Yeah,
boy
alright,
next to you.
so.
He counts as an ally.
Oh! 20! What's up?
So, because we are, if that was a nat 20, because we are maximising all the dice, normally you roll your sneak attack twice. So what's your sneak attack amount of dice? Is it a 2 or 3 d6 at the moment?
It is 2d6.
So, and is it dagger?
Yes.
So that's 12. So roll a d4 for your dagger, 2d6 for your sneak attack, and then add 16.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the 2d6 first.
Actually, don't worry about that. Which one are you
Okay.
going for? Because whoever you're hit, you're going to kill.
Who is the one that tried to stab me? I'm gonna kick his ass.
Just
so.
one of the little monodrones.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm close enough for the big ones.
Sure. I will kill one of those for you. You jab like your dagger right in between a couple of the plates and wiggle it about. And some
Yay.
cogs fall out. And then Sean
He
just
immediately like scoops up the cogs.
and Sean just looks at you really wide. He's like, deactivated?
Yeah, and Mika's just like screaming, like with her dagger in her cogs, and she's like, deactivated.
Just
no.
smears oil across her face.
Yes, like
Oh no.
Levity, you're up.
All right. So I just have this monodrone in front of me, right?
Mhm.
And then the duo drones are further back.
They've got the guy, and there's also a tri-drone standing around.
All right. So I'm gonna take a punch at the one that stabbed at me first with the unarmed strike.
Okay.
I crit it.
Nice.
So that is 8 points of damage.
Excellent. Kill it.
All right, and then I'm gonna flurry of blows, which is basically means I can. I'm gonna activate my flurry of blows, so that means as a drunken master, I have the ability of disengage. So I kind of flow through the other monodrones
Mhm.
to the duo drones, and I'm gonna punch that.
Oh,
the
nice.
closest one twice.
Okay.
So for both attacks, thing just ran off the table. Good. I have a 15 for the first one.
Yep.
And the second one is 17. So
Yep, they both hit.
All right.
Are they both on one or on two different?
They're both on one, yeah.
Okay. One of them looks slightly more battered than the others, so.
I'll do what I say with the closest one. So 6
Okay.
plus. So that's 11 points of damage.
Okay, you kill one of the other ones.
Okay. I'll just kind of spin around and have my cloak, just hoping to like distract them to attack me rather than tear this guy apart.
Okay. Dirge, you're up.
All right. I don't know. I was just gonna look in my planner for my spells. I don't know what's going on in my head. So, I think what I'm gonna do, because can I do dissonant whispers on these guys, or they just like don't really have brains? Do they have brains? I don't know.
Brains.
Yeah, they have like little mechanical brains.
They're like really weird, they're like Borg, aren't they? 'Cause like organic
Got it.
robot hybrids.
Luscious lips. Those drones.
Sexy Borg.
Cool. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna do dissonant whispers on one of the ones that are trying to like pull the guy apart.
Okay, sure.
And that is a DC check or hold on. Whoops.
I need to save, don't I?
Wisdom 15, yeah. You gotta save for wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15 on a duo drone, no wisdom modifier. Rolls a 3.
Alright, yeah, so they're 15 to hit, so it is 4d6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's 16 damage.
Okay, yeah, you kill
And
another
I tell
one.
them that they're agent of chaos.
Oh. Oil starts leaking out of like where you expect ear holes to be in this thing, and then it starts leaking out of its eyes, and then it's just like and starts shaking, and
I
then
kind of feel bad for it a little, but not really.
and it sort of like springs start pinging out of it, and it's when these things die, when you kill them, you notice that they sort of fall to the ground and then they disintegrate into a pile of dust and vanish. And the man is left with just 2 geodrones holding onto his legs, so the top of him has just gone thump and landed on the ground, and he's just left with 2 geodrones holding his legs. And anything else for Dirge's turn?
No, that's it. As long as I got off my action, so I'm just gonna hang back and just wait for the next opportunity.
Cool, Gil.
Yeah, I had hoped Gil would grab part of this celestial to kind of like, no, guys. He's going to so are all of these Modrons the only ones that are in the inn?
This is outside the inn. There's others sort of
outside,
around the area, swarming around and stuff, but it's just you're just in a standoff with this group.
Okay, so in this group, I'm going to choose each creature because it's like each creature of your choice.
Mhm.
And Gil is going to like bang on his shield and start like yelling, just like, it's like, this isn't what you want. You want to follow me. I'm the real agent of chaos. And he's gonna use his channel divinity for champion challenge, which is a bonus action. So they're gonna need to make a wisdom saving throw. All of the Modrons that are still alive.
Oh, that's a lot of Modrons.
That aren't around us, but just in general. Like in this initiative.
Right. Okay.
Not like the entire march.
Oh no, you're on your own.
Hi, Gal.
Right. I need 11.
Modrons for the rest of the
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is a lot of d20s to be rolling. Lucky there's no modifiers.
Oh, he's going for 13. So if any of them roll higher than a 13, just I guess that's not a thing. But
6 of them don't meet 13,
that's fine.
but 5 of them do.
Okay. And then
So 6 of them just turn towards you, Gil.
fantastic. He's going wrong way.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm gonna just because that's a bonus action, I'm just gonna run twice for 60 feet, and they have to follow me to stay within 30 feet of me. So they have to leave.
So
rest of the group.
are you letting any that take opportunity attacks? You're not going to disengage?
That's such a good question.
Because as you have your action, you may disengage should you wish to.
Okay, so I can disengage and then run 30 feet?
Yes.
Let's do that then.
Okay, no problem. I will mark that.
Because he's basically gonna break the group in half if he can. Make it more manageable.
Okay, yeah, no, I've noted which ones are going to run after you.
Neato Cheeto.
Let's see.
So there's a Modron on me. Which is the one that is now following TK? Or, sorry, Gil?
There are 3 monodrones, the 2 duodrones who have dropped the man, and the tridrone are now going to run after Gil. So there are 5 monodrones left around you guys.
All right. Well, the guy seems like he's fine. So there's just the monodrone that tried to stab me. So I'm gonna reach out with my hand and grab his eyeball and cast Shocking Grasp.
Woo!
11.
Wow.
Jeff. 17.
Yes.
D8. 7 lightning damage.
Dead.
Oh, yay! And then I'll use my movement just to get towards the guy next to him if I can.
Okay, yep.
That's it.
The tridrone is just going to run up to you, Gil. Is it the tridrone's turn? And it can fight you, can't it? It's just got to follow you, hasn't it? That's what the
Yeah,
command
it
thing
just
does.
has to stay within 30 feet of me. It can't run back to the group if I lead it away.
Okay, so it's going to swing its fist 3 times at you as it gets up to you. And it does 18, 18 and dirty 20. Which I guess will hit. But don't worry. Because...
Why would you do
8 damage with those 3 hits.
Well,
It
Okay.
doesn't hit very hard. He's got a
my
lot...
pearls needed some clutching.
He sort of like flails his little robot arms at you, but they don't seem to hurt too much.
Gil protects his face first, so it's fine.
The mask is the mask still there? The illusion's still present?
No.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been gone.
He doesn't know that. He doesn't know. He's like, it's okay. It's okay.
Aw. You probably thought it was like a protective mask. No, there's nothing.
He's so stupid. He's so dumb.
Dumb. Dummy.
Lyra, we're back to you.
Lyra's gonna take a swipe at the Monodrone that was the one who stabbed her.
Mhm.
If that one is still around, so she's
Okay.
going to ready her glaive again and hit it. That's 10.
10 does not hit.
Oh my god, Lyra's not doing too good today. Okay, she's winds up again and misses completely. She's worried about Miga. She's hoping that all the children are okay. There's a lot going on in her mind currently.
Okay. The Duodrones drop the man and run after Gil. And they are also going to try and do a little punchy. Only one hits, but it's a natural 20. But don't fear. It's only 5 damage.
Natural 20s always hit his face. I can guarantee that it just like he got smacked in the side of the head and he like turned, he was like, it's okay, it's my face, my boom, and it's just like what the? Like a slow motion anime uppercut right into the jaw, and he's just like, oh.
Or Gil's face.
The Miga's good robot son jabs his little fork in some oil and then starts just wiping it down his face to copy you.
Oh,
No.
my boy.
And then he's gonna jab.
Tiny little boy.
He's gonna jab his little fork, and he misses, unfortunately. But he tries.
Okay.
His little fork goes dink against the side of a Modron.
Miga immediately cheers him on.
And 3 Monodrones run to Gil. And that one. What's this? 1 hits, only 1. And it does 5 damage. The other 2 just clank ineffectually against your shield. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more. So one's going to go for Sean and miss. One is going to miss Miga. And another miss. And
I'm too blessed this session, just FYI.
yeah, they just keep missing. So they're all just sort of like starting to rattle a bit, and they're not quite sure what's going on. And it's Pentar's turn.
It's Miga's new modifier, by the way.
It
Don't
is,
forget.
Yeah, it's my
Yeah,
special
it's a new
one.
modifier.
It's called Miga Can't Be Harmed.jpg.
Pentar, still in Centipede, is gonna skitter after the ones that are going after Gil and try to attack one of the smaller ones.
Mhm.
Attempt to bite, to crunch.
To crunch.
14?
Get that crunch.
No,
Crunch? No, crunch.
a 14 does not crunch.
No crunch.
You're gonna get that crunch, don't worry. I believe in you.
She like waves her centipede arms really angrily, like, why? Why can't I crunch?
Miga.
Yes. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. Has the person, are they still being held by the
He is on the floor now. He's lying on the floor, and Modrons are
Okay.
sort of marching around, but he hasn't been stepped on yet, luckily.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do sneak attack. Do a sneak to the... Who is the last person to take damage? Wasn't me, not relatable.
Gil probably. He's taken quite a lot. He's run away though.
Anybody else? I'm gonna try to do some sort of vengeance. Was Mercy took a couple hit points, right?
No, I haven't been hit.
Oh, dang.
I didn't mean that thing about the orphanage. You know how we joke.
You know, we're close. Actually, I'm going to sneak attack the one that Pentar could not do a crunch.
Okay.
Okay, 19.
Yes.
And then it's my
D4,
2d6.
2d6, and Dex.
Okay, d4. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so I'm gonna do the d6 first. So 3, 4. So 7 from the 2d6, and then the 1d4. 2 plus 3, so 5.
You
Plus 7,
kill it.
12.
Yes. You deactivate another. Is that it for your turn?
Does anything come out? Does I need treasure? Do I get any treasure?
Oh, roll for me.
Yes! Oh yeah boy! Got 10.
10. A pamphlet falls out, and it's random gibberish to you because you can't read. But it's random gibberish to everyone else as well because it's a chaos pamphlet. The chaos men.
I gotta put my comics too. Alright. Fantastic. So I'm gonna go ahead and disengage.
Okay. Levity.
All right, Levity's probably been like trying to distract the other Monodrones away from like S3 and Miga, but she's probably assuming that Gil can take care of himself, and then she saw him get uppercut. Uppercut's like he's not okay, and then she just kind of like runs after. There's a tri-drone, right?
There's a tri-drone, there's 2 duodrones, and there's 3 monodrones all punching at him.
All right, so yeah, Levity's just gonna kind of like ninja run after them and do a flip and kind of like bring her leg down onto the tri-drone. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a unarmed attack at it, and then we'll see. 11.
Nope, sorry.
All right, and then I'll flurry of blows that. I'll use another point and take 2 more attacks at it.
Okay.
All right, first one is a 22.
Yes.
And the second one's a 23.
Yep, they both hit.
All right, good. That is 7, 8. Oh, that's 3, 6, 8 points of damage total.
8, okay. You put some big dents into this tri-drone. Like the plating is buckling a bit.
Yeah. Cool.
Anything else? That's it. Dirge.
All right. So we have some of these big boys left.
We do. We got a battered tri-drone, the 2 duodrones, 3 monodrones. All those around Gil. You also got 3 monodrones left with everyone else.
All right. The tri-drone. I'm gonna go ahead and hit that tri-drone because that's the biggest one. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with the Crown of Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's another Wisdom saving throw, 15.
5. He's Crown of Madness.
All right, so I'm gonna send him to attack the duo drones.
Okay. Noted.
And he gets to change that every turn. So he gets to. So Dirge will just like raise her claws and be like, nah, and just cast Crown of Madness.
Okay.
And click some bones together.
Okay.
And yeah. So now he's going to be attacking his friends. Get the crunch.
And that's a 15 wisdom at the end of his turns, yeah?
Yeah, so he has to roll to try and get above 15.
Yep, okay, no problem. Yep. Gil.
Gil got punched in the face. He's a real sad boy. He's going to go ahead and, like, he's now been around Dirge enough times to recognize what a Crown of Madness looks like. So he's gonna not attack that one. Because at some point it went through his brain that, like, maybe I shouldn't. And so he's actually going to cast Searing Smite and attack the same duo drone that the other one's dead, right?
There are 2 duodrones and 3 monodrones and this mad tri-drone.
Okay, so yeah, so he'll attack a duo drone.
Okay.
Probably not, like, he's gonna make a wide berth around the one that it's attacking, but he'll attack the other one and cast Searing Smite, which is also a bonus action. and so I need a con save from
Oh,
that
right.
one.
Okay.
Gotta beat a 13.
Nat 20, sorry.
That's fine. He's gonna disengage and run 30 more feet.
Okay.
Yeah, away from the party.
Okay. Mercy.
Mercy is going to lean down and check on the guy. Is he okay? And she's kind of like shaking him a little bit. Are you all right? It's not your time yet. You're not today's sacrifice.
He sort of groans a little and starts crawling out of the way of all the Modrons.
All right. Mercy's gonna turn, look at the pentapede, and just like, not this one. And then she's going to stand and look at like Gil running these Modrons around, and she raises her hand that's made of stained glass, and the glass starts changing colors rapidly, and then it starts slowing down as I cast Chaos Bolt at I believe there was a duo drone that wasn't Crown of Madness.
Yes, they're 2 Geodrones.
All right, I aim a Chaos Bolt at that one.
Okay.
Oh, I crit!
Yay!
Okay, so I'll roll this twice.
Just roll it once and then add a max.
Oh, okay. 5, 8, so that's 13, 21.
Oh, yes, definitely. You
29.
kill it.
Okay. Oh. And it's, we'll say, it was lightning damage.
Okay.
That D8.
Yeah. So the
And
lightning
that's
arcs out of Mercy's stained glass hand and
Yeah.
destroys this Geodrone.
My hand ends in, like, all the glass is blue now.
The Tri-Drone starts moving towards Gil, then turns around and batters the so it batters the 3 Monodrones next to it, and Nat 20's one of them. And let me just that one's dead. That one's dead. And that one is 3 and 1, 4. So that one's really injured. So yeah, it turns around, knocks out 2 Monodrones next to it, dents another one, runs towards Gil. As it does, the Monodrone is like, what? And sort of spins around a bit. And then I need to make that save to see if it's unmadnessed. It is not unmadnessed. It's still crazy. So it's running after Gil, but it's just like it wants to fight its friends. And it's just... You can hear it just beeping and clanking and whirring and crunching.
Don't worry, Tri-Drone.
There
They'll
are
come to you.
crunches. There are crunches. And Lyra.
Lyra's probably very frustrated at this point. The fact that she's like trying so hard to help everyone around her, but nothing is going her way. So she's going to cast command if she can to the closest. I don't know if it's still a monodrone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Me. The same one that stabbed me, probably, that she's like missed for the past yeah, but she's gonna cast command. So I'm gonna speak a 1-word command to a creature I can see within range, and they have to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or follow the command on its next turn.
Okay, what's your DC?
Too quick for that. So that's a 12 for spell save.
19, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Oh no.
There's not having a good initiative. No, that's fine. She'll stop short. She'll just be like, no, it's not gonna happen. No. I just imagine she like says it in like infernal, but like it doesn't understand infernal or something, so
It sort of beeps at you a bit.
She's very frustrated at this point. She's like getting angry, like mom angry, like disappointed angry.
No.
But, like,
Disappointed. Oh no.
like
Horrifying.
Oh,
The inward breath of Tila.
Yep.
Oh no.
And just being like,
is she
That's like a side eye at her holy symbol.
is she ready to go and talk to their manager?
very
Oh,
close,
no.
very close. She's like, getting there.
No, it's like that mad when like you fuck off in a store or you heck off in a store and your mom just like does the smile thing and she leans down and is like, wait until we get home, like that kind of thing.
The most terrifying.
She like pinches your arm. She's like, "Do we need to go to the bathroom?"
Oh no! The cursed
Too
phrase.
death at that point. No.
Oh,
A lot is just being laid out on the table right now. A lot of feelings.
all of the things at once.
Personal attacks.
Everyone just learned a lot about the bells.
Sorry. keep going. I'll just. I'll
Next
have my
week,
crisis over here.
next week, I'm just going to schedule a therapy session for everyone.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Totally.
4th episode already. Session. Oh yeah.
So the last duodrone runs up to you, Gil, and it's just flailing as it comes up to you and completely misses with its attacks. And then a little robot Sean is like sort of jumping around, and he's gonna run up and try and like jab his fork again, and it just dinks against the plating of a monodrone. And that monodrone is going to turn around and attack him back.
No.
But it turns too quickly and misses completely.
My son is safe.
The two after Gil keep running after him, and both of them miss as they run up to him. And then, let's see.
He's just running, being like, serpentine, 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 serpentine. He's like,
I just imagine him like full running like this with arms up in the
like
air.
his arms are like pumping. He's like knees to elbow running.
Yeah. Like,
He turns in he stops and he's like, lost him.
oh.
And then, so the other three Modrons with the group, go to attack, and only one of them lands an attack on Lyra, but that does 4 damage.
That one mode.
That one Modron, he's your nemesis.
I've seen
And-
like the darkest side eye, like just like,
Yeah, it's
Oh.
Pentar's turn.
I'm determined to crunch, so I'm gonna try again. Like, please let me crunch.
Just let this girl crunch.
Let me
the
crunch.
If you skitter near the guy, Mercy's just like, get out of here.
17.
Yes!
Yes. Yeah.
Crunch, 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 crunch,
Okay.
crunch.
Can whatever I'm crunching be poisoned?
They are not immune to poison.
Okay. So it is piercing damage, and then whatever I'm attacking has to also succeed on a DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll the piercing damage.
It rolled a 4.
Okay, so 5 piercing damage, and
Yep.
then 3d6 poison damage.
Oh, damn, that's dead.
God, you can like melt it from the inside.
Yeah,
When you crunch.
I crunched the heck out
Crunch
of
Wrap
him.
Supreme.
So-
Crunch Wrap Supreme.
Imagine, like, my mic is a monodrone head, and these mandibles just go boom into it. And then
Ew.
this
Gross.
green stuff just starts leaking out the bottom
Yes.
Oh.
and
Yes.
sizzling.
Like, oh.
That's what I wanted. I click my mandibles happily, victoriously.
Mika.
It's my turn. How many we got left? How many is that?
So we got the Tridrone who's still mad. We got a Duodrone and 2 Monodrones with him. And you've got 2 other Monodrones. One of whom
Okay.
just tried to stab your son.
I'm avenge my boy. I'm gonna do sneak attack on the one who tried to hurt my sweet boy.
I'm going to give you
boo.
advantage because you're so mad.
Anger! I'm covered in oil. I'm screaming, and I can't read. All right, 17.
Yep.
All right, and then I'm gonna do the 2d6 first. 5. 5. So 10.
Dead, dead,
and
dead,
then-
dead, dead.
Oh, dead. Do I even need to roll this d4?
No, it's dead.
Okay.
They
I killed him
don't.
with my bare hand.
They do not have a lot of health. These little Modrons. Anything else? Are you oh no, he's dead. You can't disengage from a dead.
Can I like? So, what are they shaped like? Does he have like any appendages I can just like yank off and like wave in the air as my battle treasure?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. You can have like
Oh,
a
no.
Modron leg,
Okay, I'll take a
or
Modron leg.
or one of the little wings.
Oh, I want the wing.
Oh.
Lyra's just like,
as-
oh.
As per the art, Sean has a wing missing. So did you want to tie it onto him so he has?
Yes. I have won this wing for my boy.
Just attach dead Modron limbs to him. Just...
Yes. I'm helping him. Helping him be his full self.
He just sort of like rocks a little bit from side to side, and then the wing you've tied on just sort of like flops down.
Love it. Mika just goes, it's perfect.
He'll grow into it.
He holds his fork hand up. He hasn't got a thumb, and he goes, "Yay, Mika too."
Yes. Yes.
Levity.
Oh my god. Yeah, so Levity just sees Gil just like book it and just tries and like try to just like basically kick one of the small Modrons out of the way, just like give him an easier time. So yeah, first attack is a 14.
Nope.
You know what? Yep, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna use key point. I'm just gonna just continue to try and like boot this tiny Modron out of the way.
Okay.
That is cornered. What the heck thing? Miss. They all miss. So I just too fast and too close to the ground.
Too fast and too furious.
It's very mad. They're chasing Gil, so yeah, they are. They're very mad.
Dirge.
All right. Is my Crown of Madness still up?
Yes.
Okay, cool. That's concentration, so I'm not sure if I can cast something else.
You can as long as it's not concentration.
Oh, okay, as long as it's not concentration. Okay. Sometimes that's a little squirrely. Doop-doop. Let's see. I'm wondering, you know what? I'm just gonna cast the Cloud of Daggers on myself.
Is that
Just
one
to keep-
concentration as well, though?
Is it?
I'm just wondering if it is because
No.
it's... Oh, it's not?
No, it doesn't say that it is. So I think it's just
Okay, then.
yeah. So I'm just gonna cast that on myself so that nothing gets near me. And I'm like, please don't touch me. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. So you are now surrounded by these daggers.
Yeah.
I like to think that they're like sharp bones flying
Oh
around.
yeah, that'd be sweet. Yeah, they're
Oh,
just
sweet.
like sharp bones. If anyone gets near me, it's just like.
like when you get bird bones that shatter really
Yeah.
like into shreds.
Yeah. Also, I don't know, is Bardic Inspiration a bonus action? I don't
Yes, it is a bonus.
Okay, sweet. Then I'm gonna give Bardic Inspiration to Pentar so that she can crunch more.
Crunch.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you get advantage. I think it's you get advantage on your.
It's
attacks.
a D6, isn't it?
Oh, D6. Sorry, yeah, you add a D6 to your attack. So when you attack, you.
Beautiful.
All right. So I'm just like hitting bones together as bones fly around. I'm just like, get them. I have no armor.
Flick my mandibles.
Yeah.
Gil.
Gil doesn't really have any plans right now. He's gonna keep running. So if he has to disengage and run, that's fine. Because he's basically leading them in like this weird spiral. He's not getting so far away that the party couldn't come help him within like one or two moves. But he's also like trying to
It's-
lead these away enough that they don't go back to the party.
Oh, it's just your classic kite, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's basically that. He needs them far enough that they have to waste time to get back to the party.
Okay.
So he's gonna disengage and then go further enough that they don't have to run back to the party. But it's pretty much just like monodrones and like is it Is there still a duo drone?
There is 2
Sorry, guys.
monodrones, 1 duodrone, and the
One duodrone,
tridrone
and
that's
then-
still mad.
That's still mad. He did notice that it didn't attack him last time, but he's still not gonna go near it. So,
Okay.
so yeah, he's just pretty much gonna like wheel in a little circle, long enough just to keep the duodrone and monodrone from running back to the party. However far enough away he has to go to make it so Gil doesn't understand actions, but he would kind of understand that it would take them longer to get back to the party than to get back to the party and attack.
Yeah.
So whatever goes on in Gil's mind for that.
Understood. Then it's Mercy's turn.
All right, Mercy, still keeping an eye on Pentar and the guy on the ground, crawling. Oh, you look so innocent. Runs over to Lyra, and trying to get back on Lyra's good side. Starts like trying to distract the monodrone in front of her and like tapping it on one side and like going over to the other shoulder or where her shoulder would be. And I help Lyra so that she has advantage on her next attack.
Excellent. The tridrone is now going to run after Gil again, and it's going to donk its friend on the sides as it runs past. Let's see. 1, 2. What's that? Oh, that's a 10. So it's doing like a windmill with its 3 arms as it charges towards Gil, and it catches
Helicopter arms?
helicopter arms. It catches the duodrone and knocks it over, but it's not killed it. But it's really badly dented it. And then it's going to... It suddenly sort of stops and then looks at the one it's knocked over and then helps it back up and then carries on after Gil. And the crown of madness has worn off.
Rude.
And it's Lyra's turn with advantage as Mercy has helped.
Yes. Awesome. So Lyra's gonna like look at Mercy as like Mercy's like trying to distract. She's not gonna get it at first. She's gonna be like, "No, get out of the way! You're gonna get." Okay. And she's gonna get her glaive and take it and try to hit it again. So an advantage. Okay, so 18.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! Everybody's doing it. I want to do it too.
Awesome. So that's 1d10 with 2. Where's my d10? All right. So that is 4 damage.
Yep, that one's dead. So
Perfect.
another Modron clatters to the ground and then dissolves into this dust and then vanishes. All traces of it vanishes.
Lyra is very satisfied. She is like, finally.
You did it!
The remaining
Thumbs up at Mercy.
the remaining duodrone runs up to Gil and what was it no, that's not going to hit. Clanks its fist against your shield. Sean is going to run around after the monodrones. And, he trips over. And then, we've got 2 monodrones. One of them, they're both going to run up to Gil again. And, what's it, plus, so that's going to hit. 4 damage, Gil, as one of them manages to sort of bump into you and jab you with its dagger. And it's Pentar. Don't forget your bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I feel a duty to crunch. I was gonna consider turning back, but I want to crunch. I want to crunch real bad.
You can
Can
turn
we
back
do another
after.
Crunch Wrap Supreme?
You must crunch.
I must crunch.
My sweet Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Someone in the chat was like, Crunch Wrap Supreme brought to you by the Taco Bells, and I'm like, no.
Oh my god, I almost like pull out
Oh.
laugh.
I got a 4 to crunch, so I don't think there's any crunching happening.
Oh.
No crunch. No crunch.
Because that was, do I add the d6 to if I do damage, right?
No, you can add it. You add it to the 20s.
Oh, I can? Well,
But a
I don't think
D6
it's gonna
still
help.
isn't going to help.
yeah, I got a 6.
Yeah.
The crunch.
6 to crunch.
Disappointment. I'm singing for you with my bones.
I wave my arms sadly. I did.
Oh no.
I'll move over to the guy that's on the ground, like, this instead?
I'm like, no.
Mercy's over by Lyra and is like, wait, no!
Mika.
Mika's just like super excited. She's like, yes, crunch.
Off the crotch.
Mika, it is your turn.
It is my turn. It's my time to shine. I've been having some good luck on my sneak attack, so I feel like it's time to go for the one who is the anger drawn.
Yeah, there's only 4 robots left, and they are all flailing at Gil now.
Good job.
They're like
Alright.
he's like balled up. Like, they're just kicking him.
All right,
Where's
so
our book money?
let's do the anger drawn. Ooh, 5. Sorry, Gil.
Yeah, that's not gonna do.
Mika like dramatically tiptoes over to try and sneak attack, sees that there are just too many, and tiptoes away. While going like over her shoulder.
Definitely back to the orphanage. He definitely sees her. He's like,
Oh,
back to the orphanage.
Levity.
Oh, so she just sees Gil just like balled up on the thing, just basically runs as fast as she can, uses him as a stepping stone to kind of like just punch that Tridrone in the face.
Nice.
All right,
Do
come on,
it.
come on. Nope. I think that's a 13.
No, sorry.
But you know what? I'll use my last key point and just try and like bring it to the ground and just kind of like knee it. All right, cool. Okay, 1 hit for 21. So
Yeah.
let's see. That is 6 points of damage.
That is exactly enough to disintegrate this one.
Mhm.
So yeah, you realise where you've buckled the plate before, smack it again, and it just sort of like slumps slightly, and then it dissolves into the pile of dust.
All right, so that one's out of the way.
And I've realised there's actually only 2 left. I seem to have crossed one out there. There is 1 Duodrone and 1 Monodrone left. I didn't realise there was a Monodrone that was dead. It's Dirge's turn. 2 Modrons remain.
All right, well, they didn't try and get fresh with me, so let's see. I guess I'll try. Most of my stuff is for trying to manipulate people. So I'm just going to cast Dissonant Whispers again on whoever looks more injured.
Okay, the Duodrone looks really injured.
Okay, so yeah, that's the Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Okay.
And this is just a regular. I only did my second spell slot, so this is just a regular, so it only does 3d6 rather than 4d6.
You'll be pleased to know it's a nat 1.
Oh no! He failed! Oh wow, that's 16 damage.
Oh, that's definitely dead.
Oh,
Ooh.
yay! I'm just like, your mom was a toaster.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah, take that. Click, click, click.
Gil, 1 Monodrone remains. You're just like, you're cowering behind your shield, and then you look round and realise that there's only 1 left.
Yeah, it's just like kicking him under the shield. Which in that case, yeah, Gil is going to take that moment and like, since he's got his whole body behind that shield, he's going to shield bash this little Monodrone as hard as he can and try and send it flying.
Okay.
Do I need to roll an unarmed or a strength or?
What's the shield bash do?
I It's more of a role play thing than an
Oh,
actual
right.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. I thought it was an actual thing.
No, I wish.
It's going to be an improvised weapon then if you're using your shield. So,
That's fine.
yeah, just roll a normal attack.
Okay. Yeah, so that is a 16.
Okay.
Since I don't think that I can use my proficiency
No.
for it to be in weapons, so I wouldn't worry.
Yeah,
about
roll
it.
a d4 plus your strength.
Oh, okay. My strength is so strong now. Yippee, a 6.
That's enough to kill it.
Yeah.
It had 5. It had 5.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's just like, leave me alone!
Oh
Oh,
no. Oh.
He'll feel really good about it too. Like after, he'll like look at Levity and be like, "Did you see me, Yates?
yes, I saw you.
Mercy,
I was so brave."
Very brave. Just not.
Mercy rushes over and starts shooing the pentipede away.
Oh yeah, 'cause I was about to say in the chaos she has her mandibles around the guy's neck.
Oh no!
I actually take out my
Whoops.
duster and I'm like hitting you with it.
I skitter away over to Dirge.
So, the screaming around town seems to have died down now. And as you sort of look, the town slopes down towards the south to the harbour. And as you look over in that direction, you can see that the Modrons have been pulling apart boats and putting them together to make a sort of bridge. And they're walking out into the water and then they're vanishing. There's a portal out there.
Oh.
And
That's weird.
then, as you're sort of surveying this, you sort of like Cauldronborn, the Asimar, he's like quite battered and he's sort of like clutching his side and he's like comes up to you and he's like, one of my guards, help me back up. He's, you tried. As many people as we can get safe are safe, and we appreciate the help. What can we do to help you?
I don't know. We were just helping those like celestial cutters up there. Like, where are you, floating?
Oh, the Archons. Yes. We'll let them know. They'll know. They'll see.
Okay, because yeah, they were gonna help us get out of here.
Also, I don't know how I feel now knowing that they're not just marching everywhere, but destroying and possibly killing people. And like destroying their homes. I wonder if we should follow them.
He explains to you that the march was following old established routes through the town, and the town's been redeveloped since then, and roads have been moved. So that he realises that when they rebuild, they will leave the old routes clear, so that next time the Modrons come through, they won't pass through any buildings. There'll be some redevelopment. But I'd like everyone to make a perception check.
6.
I got an 8.
18?
I got a
6.
nat 20.
Nice.
I got a 5.
I got a 6 as well.
So, was it 18, Miga?
18, well, plus 1, so 19.
Okay. You and Gil sort of look at you're like Miga. You're just sort of like Gil's surveying the scene, hands on hips, feeling very proud of himself, and looking at all the Modrons walking past. And Miga, you're just like looking at them, and you realise that Sean is not with you.
Where's my boy?
We didn't actually.
And as you look, he is like arms and legs marching along next to the Modrons, and he's heading out towards the harbour. And
No!
that's where we're going to stop.
No!
Oh, your dear child.
My
That's so sad.
Gil's okay with this.
Should have tied him up.
Yeah, put a
Gil
little
is kinda
chalk leash on
"Oh,
him.
Can't you take this one with you? No.
We need to find like one of those like leash things, like the teddy bear ones that kind
Yeah.
of look like a backpack, but like
Yes.
like,
Oh
one
my
that-
god,
we know what to
Modron
do
with
next
that
time.
tiny bear backpack.
Oh,
my God, yes.
we gotta get him
I
back.
feel like Miga needs one too, though. Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll get two, and then Lyra can just have them both. Like, just like attached
It's
to
like-
a belt loop.
Lyra will have
Sad
like
mom.
the baby wrap with Miga sitting on the back, and then Miga has a baby wrap with Sean in it.
And they'll help stabbing. We'll just help stabbing over the shoulder.
It's perfect.
Sorry, my turtle is trying to eat a stone, and I'm not sure why.
Oh, good.
Thank you for playing, my dear friends. Thank
Yay.
you. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you Wizards for letting us do this. It's amazing. It's good fun. Thank you Sean for letting us use you as a robot. Let's go round everybody and find out where we can find everybody. Let's start with Kayla.
Oh, hi, I'm Kayla, and you can find me on Twitter and other things as KAYNCLI. I draw a lot of pictures that are fun to look at, and yeah, please go look at them.
Lisa.
My name is Lisa Chen. You can find me on Twitter at mercifuldm, MERCYFULDM. I post a lot about D&D stuff and about my podcast about women and tabletop RPGs, Hold Her podcast. A new episode's coming out this week, so look out for that.
Yay.
What's it about this week?
This week it's all about the women behind Dungeons and Dragons. So Kate Welch, Emmy Tangi. I'm feeling really bad because I'm blanking on the last person's name. But it'll be really interesting. It's all the women who work on the D&D team.
Was it Kate Irwin did you speak to?
I'm doing it as a two-parter. So this is the first
Oh.
part.
Oh, sorry, I don't want to spoil.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chloe.
Hi, I'm Chloe Christine. You can find me on Twitter at Hey It's Chloe CLOE. Because the one with the H was taken. And then you can find me on Instagram at Hey It's Chloe Christine. I do illustrations and I do design stuff. So yeah.
And you
find
did
me
our
there.
logo?
Yes, I did the logo and all of the sigils for all of our characters. I always get sigil and sigils mixed up. It's a constant thing. But yeah, no.
Sigil
I
is
did
the
those
city, and sigil is the drawing.
Just the drawing. Those are the two. I always have to like correct myself in my brain. But yeah, come and find me on the internet and say hi. And yeah.
TK.
Me. I'm TK. I write spooky stories on the internet. You can find me writing spooky stories and I just put my dice in on my table. That's what the banging was. Yeah, you can find my spooky stories on my website, tkjwrites.com. You can find them on Twitter, but maybe don't. You could even look at like that Facebook page that I have that nobody looks at, and that's for the best. Unless you want to see pics of my cat, in which case don't go there anyway because there's no pictures of my cat. So the cast, we talked prior to the episode. This week's employee of the week for Fan Art Yates was Triforce from the Discord with their art of Sean fighting a mechanical snake. But we also had a judge's choice for Squishy Nights Miga meme.
Love
Which is
it.
really funny.
It
We
was
shared it on
So
the Hells
amazing.
Bells Twitter. So both of y'all DM me. We'll talk about your spooky story. We have also decided that we're not going to hardcore stick to assignments because the Miga meme kind of broke it. We were like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So we still absolutely encourage fan art Yates to go wild. If there's something that really grabs your heart, let us know, tag us, I'll pick a favorite, or we'll pick a favorite, and I'll write some spooky flash fiction for you. It'll be fun. Okay, bye.
Holly.
I'm sorry, I had to mute myself because I was looking on my stuff. Because this weekend I am going to Penny Arcade for a giant crossover with the C Team and Dice Cam Reaction for 100th episode spectacular. So please watch that. It'll all be streamed. So just watch it here. And
She
it'll
likes
be fun.
them better than us.
That's not true. That's not true.
Oh, I mean,
That's
I
not
like
true.
them better than us.
Look, everyone has a special place in my heart. But yeah, there's that, and then I'm streaming all the time. I have a Star Trek game on Mondays, Tuesdays Dice Cam Reaction. Again, this week is our special fun thing. So I will not be on Hell's Bells next week, unfortunately, because I will be up in Seattle doing a Penny Arcade stream. So please, forgive me. But I will miss you all deeply.
All the bells just wonder if, like, did Dirge die?
Yeah, she just died. Yeah, she just died. She really wanted to. I mean, it's fine. But that's it. I'm Commander Holly everywhere, and you guys are lovely for having me. And hooray! Yay!
Yay! You will be missed. You will definitely be missed.
I will miss our game. I realized that slower than you did, Mask, when I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be here, and you were like, yeah, you're not gonna be here, and I was like, whoops.
Contingency's already in place. It's my friend and yours. It's Hideo.
It's me, your friend Hideo. Also crazy that you're gonna be in Seattle, Holly, because I'm in Seattle right now all the time because I live here. We should go eat a waffle together because we are friends. I'm Hideo. You can find me on the internet as Twittysuch, TWITTYSUCH. And I stream occasionally on Twitch, twitch.tv/Twittysuch. But I start my new job on Wednesday, so I'll have to work on a stream schedule, I guess. I'm also trapped in the birdcage with Holly, but that's not coming back for a little while because we're all.
Yeah, it comes back on the 19th because we've all just been so tired. I'm so sorry.
So tired.
Yeah, it will be back on the 19th, and we are going to be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Bushy-tailed. Yes, I do that, and that's all I'm doing right now. You can find me on Instagram, where I've been very active lately, posting pictures of my food, which I know you'll enjoy. Yay, that's it.
Shauna.
Hi, I'm Shauna, Flying Cirrus on Twitter. All sorts of D&D nonsense. I usually post all the other games and stuff I do on it. Yeah, well, there's going to be a bunch of Waffle Talk stuff this week. That's stranger than usual. We're probably going to have an episode for Tuesday, and probably some during the Penny Arcade Waffle Crew crossover thing that weekend as well. So it's going to be a lot of that stuff happening. So I'm excited.
Who knows what horrible things Chris is going to shove us on that day? Who knows?
Yes.
I'll be watching Waffle Talk to see what you say about our horrible nightmares.
Has anyone got anything else to add, or are we all good? We're all good. We're all good. So, I've been your DM. I'm Mads Matez everywhere, except Facebook. I've deactivated that. I can't be bothered with it. But Instagram and Twitter. I make the yarny things. I don't have any to hand. Never mind. But thanks for watching, everyone. Thanks to all my players for joining me in this crazy disaster. And we'll see most of you next week. Bye!